and welcome to another episode of Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer. Oh my! There's King Griffey Jr. that you cannot see. He's right here. He's right there. He's there. And we're not getting him. And there's Dennis Eckersley up there. We might get him tonight. I don't know. I don't know if we've got the... I'm pretty sure we've got the... We got Gary Carter over here. I think we've got the Gary Carter already. But that don't mean we can get another one. And the rest. There's a lot of people down there. I don't think I ever read the names down there. Who is down there? Michael Jackson. Michael Solskjaer. Jack Howell. And Andres Thomas. Well, flying some cars were like that. Alright, I never said who the rest was. Alright! This is episode number 14 of season 7 of Bowman Ultra and Fleer Omai. And if this is your first time here, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lower right hand.
Quite a bit if you're just not coming or seeing this.
That's true. Open up the bottom right hand corner of each of these boxes. We're going to find out what the best card is in each pack, and then we're going to find out who the best card is overall. And you can see Koshka's foot shadow right there. Best card is overall. We'll have a gold, we'll have a silver, we'll have a bronze, and we'll have an honorable mention because that's how we do things here. Before we get started today, I did go to the not so local card shop and got a couple of cards because I had some credit there and I decided to use it. I got this 1966 Phil Nicaro on the Bravies. Shout out to all my Braves folks out there. We're shouting out Cuz, we're shouting out Adam, we're shouting out Zach, we're shouting out Josh, all the Braves fans out there. Center Hill Cards, there's another Braves fan. Did I say Cubs? Oh man, I got the Cubs on my mind already. Can't forget Vintage Car Steve today. Alright, and I got, where else can you get a Hall of Fame rookie card with another Hall of Famer on it? Yes, I got me a 1978 Paul Molitor and Alan Trammell and UL Washington and Mickey Klutz. Yes, but Paul Molitor and Alan Trammell on the same rookie card. That's awesome. Alright, let's get the packs out of here and get started on this Bowman Ultra and Fleer episode. We're going to end it right here with the 1989 upper deck. We have gotten zilch out of this. We've gotten zilch. I don't mean too many though to finish the set. Nada, nunca, nil.
I'm taking a Spanish class out here.
Yep, she is taking Spanish at the end of the year this year. So I'll be able to hablamos con ella. Yep, you'll know what that means at the end of the year. There we go. Then we got before the end, right before the end, we will have the pack of 1989 Fleer. This is the star of the season. It's the star of last season as well, because we've got a King Griffey Jr. rookie card last season, and we got one this season. We've also got a Randy Johnson rookie, and we've got a Billy Ripken, and maybe we'll get another Billy Ripken. I don't know. That would be super cool to get another Billy Ripken.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. It would be cool, super cool to get another Randy Johnson. Alright, and then we go here with our pack of 1989 Bowman. You thought the upper deck was bad. There's been nothing in the Bowman except for a John Smoltz rookie card. That's it. That's about the only Hall of Famer we got. And first, but not first, we've got our gold bricked ultra pack of 1993 Fleer Ultra Series 2. I call it the bricked gold gold bricked ultra pack because they were super bricky. This one's upside down, so I was not able to de-brick it very well. There will be lots of snow in this episode, and this is where we start. We start with the 1993 Fleer Ultra. And I didn't put the cards back in there right. Put them upside down. Alright, here we go. Starting off with the Cardinals, Mark Whitten. Shout out to Parker Card Breaks for the Cardinals. What's something on that card? I don't know. Jose Canseco on the Rangers. Shout out to Bradley over at Hey You Guys, and Straight Race Cards, and 3 Good Nerds for the Rangers. That's their favorite team. Then we got Orioles. Harold Baines, Hall of Famer Harold Baines on the Orioles. Shout out to Scott over at Scott over at Autographs 2000, and shout out to Shane over at Ottawa Cards. We got a Marquise Grissom in the snow on the Expos. Shout out to Jay's Mix for the Expos, and shout out to John over at Firestarter Breaks for the Expos because they became the Nationals. Otis Nixon on the Bravies. We've already shouted out the Bravies. We shouted out them with the Phil Necro. That Phil Necro is like his second year card, so it's pretty cool. Need one more, it would be his rookie. We got Omar Olivares on the Cardinals. We've already shouted out the Cards. He's the first pitcher today. We got a rookie, Mike Lansing. Francisco Cabrera on the Bravies. I remember him. Ken Ryan. I don't know if he's Ken and Owen Ryan or not. I think Reed Ryan was the one that everybody remembers as his Owen Ryan's son. Dickie Thorne on the Brewers. Oh, yeah, there was a Red Sox in there too. On the Brewers, shout out to Steve Rodemacher for the Brewers. And we're going to come back up here and shout out Stash and Dave Durango for the Red Sox. And next, we got another Ranger, Bruce Hulse. And a Tiger, Bill Kruger, Freddie's brother. Shout out to Last Drafts Baseball, who is still doing his Japanese sports commentary. And it usually starts around midnight or so. If you're up, go by and give him a listen. He's very entertaining. And shout out to Sticks G. And there's another. And Listen Whale. And the late Lisa Z for the Tigers. There's Joey Albert Bell for the Indians. Now we can shout out Scott over at Reindeer Studios. And Trevor Hoffman, rookie card, rookie Hall of Famer in the snow. That's cool. That's cool. That's a rookie card. He is a rookie, so he's not going to be in the battle. But let's see who wins the batter's box today. Start off with Jose Canseco. He's got 244. 253 for Harold Baines, not much better. 276 for Marquise Grissom. 294 for Otis Nixon. Wow. Otis, my witness. 254. 300 for oh, nope. He's a rookie, isn't he? Yep. Well, he is. He didn't have many at bats, so he don't count. Dickie Thorne, 247. 304 for David Holtz, but I think he was a rookie too. Not enough at bats. And Joey Bell, he had enough at bats. 260. So what was the winner? 294 the winner? 294 the winner? I think it was. And that was Marquise Grissom with a 294. No, it's Otis Nixon. Well, we know he didn't get the home runs. He got 2. Bell had 34 home runs. Okay, and 9, 4, 14, 16, 26. So it's between Albert Bell and Otis Nixon. The least strikeouts wins. Otis Nixon had 54 strikeouts, and Albert Bell had 128. So Otis Nixon takes the batter's box. That's awesome. A Bravey taking the batter's box. Alright, now we're going into the pitchers. 384 to 453. Omar won that one. Wins 9, wins 10. So, any saves? No. So it's 1-1. Most strikeouts wins. That's Omar Olivares. So now who's going to win here? Who is going to win? Doubles and triples. 16. Wins, complete games, shutouts. Okay, those shutouts. So it is 2 plus 9 is 11. So Otis Nixon, the Bravey, takes the pack and the gold until someone else from the Bowman. Well, we probably won't get anybody in the Bowman. So we'll see. Here we go. Our pack of 1989 Bowman with the 7-year-old gum, 38-year-old gum. We got Bob McClure. Ow, 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 ow. Getting bit or something. Oh, that hurt. Oh, it was a piece of glass or something. Ow! Where's it at? It's still getting me. Can't find it. Oh no, it was a stick. It's a stick poking me in the leg. Bob McClure is the gum card. I think he's a pitcher, isn't he? Yep. Let me, must be a rookie, kind of ish. I think I tore the card. Yep, I did. Oh well. Bob McClure, that's probably one I need. That's how it goes. That's how it goes when I need a break. Alright, Bob McClure. So let's do for the Angels. Shout out to TCB and shout out to Halo Hobby for the Angels. Then we got Willie Mays. Is our commercial card. Can't tell who he's on. I think he's on the Giants in that picture, but I can't really tell. So it's Willie Mays. Mike Walker on the Indians. Chris Brown on the Tigers. Hey, there's a Ripken. It's a Cal Ripken. We already have the Cal Ripken. We need the King Griffey Jr. But there's a Cal Ripken. That's awesome. On the Orioles. Steve Pagnozzi on the Twins. Shout out to Julie Farnham for the Twins. Andy Bennis. I think it's his rookie card, Andy Bennis. On the Padres, it is. Shout out to Stimmers Hits and shout out to another Hollis Builds. We got Vince Coleman on the Cardinals. Rob Murphy on the Red Sox. Craig Reynolds on the Astros. Shout out to Rad over at Rad Dad Wars B-Dog. Shout out to Sean, the Car Depot. I think it's his new name. On the Astros. Hey, there's a bow! We got a bow last week and I got a bow this week. We got a Bo Jackson in the 1989 Bowman. Pretty sure we got that card though. Then we got a White Sox. Bill Long on the White Sox. Shout out to... Got a squirrel over there. On the White Sox, shout out to Epiphany Card Collector and S.A. Hutterville. And then the last but not least is Mike Greenwell on the Red Sox. Rest in peace, Mike Greenwell. Alright, he hit 325 that year. That's pretty good. See if it beats Cal. 264. Cal Ripken's 264, so Mike Greenwell's the winner so far. Andy Bennis is out. And Willie Mays is out because he's the commercial card. And he's a rookie. Chris Brown, 235. 416 for Sean Wally. 260. 308. 255. 246. 403. And 540. So, it looks like Mike Greenwell did take the average. Let's see who got the home runs here. Home runs. 22 home runs. 23 home runs for Cal Ripken. Bo Jackson got 25 home runs. And 1 home run. And Chris Brown is out. It's Coleman.
Would you like a hanger?
Out. No, thank you. Oh my God. Said no, thank you, but thank you. And
Would you like another hanger?
so now it comes down between Bo Jackson and Mike Greenwell. Most strikeouts lose. So 146 for Bo and 38 for Mike Greenwell. How many bats? At bats 590. So yes, Mike Greenwell takes the batter's box. He will probably beat Otis Nixon up there. Looks
my
like he
hand
will.
got so big. Get my hand so tiny. He's so tiny.
I think it was 308 was the winner.
Oh, there's
Yep.
my suitcase. I like my
Winners wins 8,
I like my
0.
suitcase.
I mean
Suitcase.
saves 3.
Oh,
Out.
sorry.
Out. 8. It's a tie. And 2. Alright, so comes down to Bill Long and Sean Riley. And where's Mike Greenwell? He's gonna be facing Mike Greenwell. Most strikeouts wins. 77 for Bill Long and 87 for Sean Riley. Sean Riley is the winner there. So now we got wins and complete games. 8 plus 4. That's 16. 1 shutout. 17, 18. 18. So doubles and triples got to be over. Doubles are 39. So Mike Greenwell takes the pack. And I'm fairly certain he's going to win against Otis Nixon here. Maybe not though. Otis had a very big average. 294 and 325. Home runs, definitely got him for home runs. So he only had 2. So Mike Greenwell, I think Mike Greenwell was in the gold once already. So he might be in the gold again. Might get the gold again. Alright, now for the star of the show, the 1989 Fleer. 1989 Fleer. Come on. Let's hit another chase card out of this set. Come on. How about it? Going to start off with the Twins, Yankees, Padres, and Giants. Going to shout out the Yankees fans. Going to shout out Magnus. We're going to shout out Hedgehog. We're going to shout out Boomslang. And the Giants, we're going to shout out Goody G. And we're going to shout out Swing Away Sports Cars. Brian Holman on the Expos. Scott Bradley on the Mariners. Shout out to Cash and Dad. And shout out to Vintage Dave T. And shout out to Flying Dutchman Cars for the Mariners. Ernest Riley on the Giants. Eric King on the Tigers. Mike Marshall on the Dodgers. Shout out to the GOAT Brandon Jensen for the Dodgers. Mr. Kennedy on the Orioles. Terry Kennedy, that is. Glenn Davis on the Astros. The Cobra, Dave Parker on the outfield for the A's. Shout out to A Mess of Things and shout out to Dad over at Rad Dad and B-Dog for the A's. Our Hall of Famer right there. It's awesome. Jack Clark on the Yankees. Tommy John on the Yankees. Mike Maddox on the Phillies. Shout out to Mike over at Rippin' for Rookies. Ruben Sierra on the Rangers. Oh. And there's the Murph! The Murph on the Braves. He might be the winner. He might be the winner today. Dual Heat, Mark Davis and Dwight Gooden. And Danny Walling on the Cardinals. Let's do the pitchers of the mound first because there's fewer there. There's fewer there. We might let the Murph win on the executive decision. We might just do that. 323, 341, 376. And you're a batter. What are you doing over there? 323, I think was the winner. Yep. 4 wins, 4 wins, 4 wins. Alright, any saves? 3 saves. 0 saves. 0 saves. So the 3 saves is going to be the winner. Right? And then we've got... Yeah, so he won. Eric King won. Or we can do the most... Well, no, Eric King won. He won for the pitchers. The pitcher's bound. And now let's look and see if the Murph actually wins it, or if we have to give him an executive decision. He's probably going to get an executive decision. 226, yes, an executive decision if he wins. 257, 294, Ernest Riles. Only 187 at bats though. 277 for Mike Marshmallow. 226 for Terry Kennedy. 271. 257 for Dave Parker. That's toward the end of his career though. He's been playing a long time by then. 242. There's another pitcher, Tommy John. Well, we see if Tommy John wins that one. 254 and 224. Home runs. 12. 24. 4. 20. 3. 30 by Glenn Davis. Glenn Davis hit 30 home runs. 27 by Jack Clark. 23 and 0. He might have the average too. Nope, he did not get the average. It went to Mike Marshall. So the Hall of Famers getting sent out again this episode. We eventually got some Hall of Famers this week. That's good. We've got the home runs 1-1. Most strikeouts loses, which is Mike Marshall. So Glenn Davis takes it for the batters. Go to this again. 341, 449. He did have 9 wins. 81 strikeouts, 45 strikeouts. So Tommy John away from Eric King. And then doubles and triples. 26. 9 plus 0. No shutouts here. So, okay. So it's just 9. So Glenn Davis takes it, and I am going to give it to the Murph because I want the Murph on the board today. They can fight over silver and bronze today, but the Murph is going in the gold. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, I think. Just my opinion, but I would think that Tom Mattingly would go before Del Murphy, but that's just my opinion too. And everybody knows what opinions are for. Alright, last pack. Let's see if we can't get something special out of here that we're not getting out here either. We were to even get any Hall of Famers on this. I said that last week and we got a Hall of Famer. So maybe I should say it again. Maybe I should say it 3 or 4 times. I don't know. No Hall of Famers. Ever. We'll start off with Chris Bozio. I think we've had Chris Bozio before. Zane Smith, the Bravey. Jeff Stone for the Orioles. Les Strecker for the Twins. This is all pitchers. Dave LaPointe for the Pirates. Shout out to Zach over at Zach's Collections for the Pirates. Jose Cecina. How do you say it? Okay, he's not in it at all. Don Slott own the Yankees. We got the White Sox sticker and where's the other sticker? We got a White Sox sticker. Where's the other sticker? Oh, we get one sticker. Oh, we get one sticker. Oh, we got one sticker. Boo! Well, I got a White Sox sticker. And we got Jeff Ballard on the Orioles. Another pitcher. Checklist. I need the last checklist. Checklist. Will to Thrill Clark on the Giants. That's cool. He might win this one. Put him in silver. That'd be great. Don Robinson. There's you, Mr. Robinson. I don't know. Ron Robinson. Don Robinson and Ron Robinson. On the Reds. We get to shout out the Reds. Shout out to Aaron over Faith Family and Sports. And shout out to Shannon at Back the Cardboard. And shout out to Pops for the Reds. Todd Zeal. Now that would have been Doug DeCenzo star rookie. Todd Zeal would have been a good one to get way back when, because he was hot whenever he first came out. He's a rookie though, so he don't count. Doug DeCenzo is our star rookie. Unfortunately, not a King Griffey Jr. And Jose Guzman on the Rangers. All right, we got 5 trillion pitchers in this pack. Let's see which one wins. Might just leave it as the Murph and leave it as is. I don't know, we got Will Clark down there. He might win. For 336. 390. 220. That one's split up. Alright, David Point, sorry, you're out. I don't want to think too hard. 440. 245 for Don Robinson. How many innings? Enough innings. Ron Robinson was 412. And 370 for Jose Guzman. So, how many wins? 10 wins for Don. 7 wins for Chris Bozio. 5. 2. 8. 3. And 11. 11. So, there we go. 11. So, most strikeouts win. Most strikeouts win. 157 for Jose Guzman and 122 for Don Robinson. So Jose Guzman takes the pitcher's mound for the 89 Upper Deck. Let's see if we can get Will Clark on here on the board. We have to kick off Otis Nixon if we do that though. So I don't know. 282 for Will Clark. That's a good start. 283 for Todd Slott. And 164 for Jeff Stone. Home runs. 29 home runs for Will. 9 home runs for Don. And you're out, sir. You're out of the running. So least strikeouts wins. 54 and 129. Let's look at the at-bats. 332, 500. Okay, 332 is not enough at-bats. So Will to Thrill Clark does take the pitcher's or batter's box. That is awesome. Let's see if he can take the whole pack. Sorry, earthquake. Doubles and triples for Will. 37 wins. 11 complete games. 6 shutouts. 2. So 16 plus 11 is 27. That is not enough. Will the Thrill Clark does indeed take the Upper Deck pack. Can he knock off Otis Nixon? Maybe. Otis Nixon definitely did not get the... Oh, he only has 456 at-bats. Oh well. 282, 294. Home runs, 29. Home runs, 2. 54 strikeouts and 129 strikeouts. But Otis Nixon does not have enough at-bats. Sorry, Otis. You only have 400 bats. I wish I'd noticed that sooner. But you can stay in the honorable mention, though. Probably. Yeah. Well, you'll definitely have to stay in the honorable mention. Does he take Mike Greenwell? I don't think he will, but we can look and see. Mike Greenwell had the average, didn't he? 325. Yep, and home runs 29. Home runs 22, so we got the home runs. Strikeouts, let's check the at-bats. At-bats are good. Strikeouts 38. Strikeouts 129. So no, he does not take over Mike Greenwell's spot in 89. So here we go. That's why his card was so valuable in 89. We've got Otis Dixon as our honorable mention this week. Got Will to Thrill Clark in our bronze. Mike Greenwell gracing the board again. He should be in gold, but we put him in silver because we want the Murph to be in gold this week. Yay! I'm sorry, executive decision. I don't get to see Murphy that often, and especially not in a Braves uniform. Alright, that is our standings this week. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, that button's down below. Please give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and or a comment. Let me know how you liked or disliked this video. Check out the comments, because everybody in the comments is cool. Leave your own comment. Let me know what you thought of the rankings this week. But once again, everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Roll those beautiful bean credits. Only 4 episodes left.
Wubba lubba dub dub!